Mental illnesses are health conditions involving changes in emotion, thinking, behavior, or a combination of all three of these. Mental illnesses can be associated with the stress and or problems in functioning in social, work, or family activities. So according to FDC, more than 50% will be diagnosed with mental illness or some type of mental illness disorder at some point in their lifetime. 1 in 5 Americans will experience a mental illness each year. Now, these different types of mental illnesses are varied, but the type that is explained in A Psychopath, written by Pete Malachi, is a dissociative identity disorder, DID, where it seems like you have two different personalities. Now Theo, who struggles with that inner fight, and it leads him to do horrible things. People call me a hero, a killer, saint, and psychopath. Now, they all said that as well in all the same sentence: hero, killer, saint. Maybe you're thinking, oh, prancing around the desert, saving his country from towel heads. That ain't me. I don't give 3 tosses about my country, and I sure as hell am not gonna start and not gonna die for it. Now, I'm not no cop or no bodyguard or anyone else like that who you expect to be a hero or a killer that goes together. My name is Mark Theo Carter. Until recently, I lived a completely unremarkable life. The last 5 years, I've hardly worked a day in my life. I'm not a stupid person, but I can admit I'm inherently lazy. Now, the only thing most of you find interesting about me, about my last 5 years, is that I killed 16 people. Only got charged for 4 of them, but was more than a life sentence. Now, I did the first job not too long ago. I was going through some shit. Killing somebody wasn't technically on my to-do list, but of that day, it happened. Now, it was a late night on Wednesday. There I was, walking through Hyde Park, and I came across a couple teenagers having a room. Now, not many people go in dark spots, but I like having a direct line to where I'm going. Now, while I was walking, I saw that guy a little closer. This guy had his hand clamped on a girl's neck, tied, and her mouth was covered. Now, when I saw this under the limelight, it was a little curious, so I went closer. But then the man saw me getting closer, until I saw a knife at the young girl's throat. And then he said to me, "Fuck off, or I'll cut the bitch," he said, with a charmer. So I keep on walking anyways. And that girl, terrified, her eyes fixed right on me. Now, that guy said that he had a second warning. You know, that second warning bullshit. So I said to him, "What you gonna do about it?" You're holding that little butter knife like you're gonna spread some ranch on the toast. I'm real close now. I can see it. And he sees and recognizes that I'm the stronger man. But he has that girl throat. So he looks up to me and sees what I got. So he gives me the knife. As I had to hand him my knife, I don't know what came over me. Something came over me. And I cut his throat. Like that. It was so quick. He fell to the ground, his throat gushing in blood. Now the girl came to me, said I was a hero, telling her family and telling the court. So that was my first little taste of it. Well, the second guy didn't give me the same recognition. It was an accident, but I was charged for accident. And at the end of it, I rolled on top of the guy, started pummeling him, and pummeling him, and pummeling him, till I was done. Now, I know what y'all saying. I know what y'all seeing in my face. Before my trial, all the shrinks agreed that I was a psychopath. You see movies with complete crazies, killing people at random or making skin suits or whatever. But that's not what a psycho is. Quite simply, what people who don't feel guilt, remorse, or empathy. And that's the biggest distinction. That's the biggest difference between me and you. Doesn't mean that we're naturally wired to kill, or that we enjoy or seek it out. We just don't feel anything when it happens. Just like having a cup of tea. Now, I see you. I see those look on your faces. I know where all you came here to feel that superiority. But believe it or not, I was a saint for 27 years. Didn't want to kill a fly. Till the third guy came around. He was on the bus station, doing graffiti on the wall and having high music. And I asked him politely to turn it off. And he came at me, and it came up to a different conversation. So I stabbed him in the chest. Just like that. He was down. All right, I know what you're thinking. There's a line that is blurred. There's somewhere where you're crossing the line. Now, I've crossed so many lines. And you can see I'm a pure psycho. But I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all it is. That's all it is. You see homeless people on the ground. We're living in the middle class. This is what happens every time. This is a usual thing for us. This is how we live in society. So why am I getting wrong? Why am I getting convicted for just living my life? Oh, they think they can. With all these overcrowded cages, diseases, child labor, slave wages, we have to make a living with all of that in mind. But no. I think that's a psychological reasoning. I think I'm a psychopath for thinking that. But anyways, I don't want to keep on talking how miserable each, every one of you are. That's me. There's just something inside of me that just gets me to that action. Anyways, that's my story. Make what you will and judge me as you may see fit. God knows I'm judging you, hypocritical shitbags. I'm Theodore Carter, a hero, a killer, and a psychopath.